We pray that God will be with us because it does not appear that the Black Swan will be traveling in our direction today. The day has already been filled with a lot of events, but it seems like things are only going worse, right? I also have the impression that an explosion is about to take place. On the other hand, I find this to be somewhat peculiar at the moment because there are black swans swimming in a pond and attempting to sneak into view. Do you agree with me that you should take a look at what these chats say or what they tweet? You are aware that these are the markets that determine the direction in which prices will go, right? Do you agree that it is lovely that Wes sent out a tweet on XRP that included these brief facts? David Schwartz, Jet McAleep, and Arthur Brittle are the individuals responsible for the creation of the XRP ledger in 2012. XRP Fast Facts is a native coin of the XRP ledger. It goes on to state a few more things, but everything that has been said is positive. Okay, but why would you do that in exchange for the right of the finance folks or ours? Isn't this unfathomable? Will there be a possibility of an exchange-traded fund ETF for XRP in the near future, assuming that the formal bit true announcement is made? To put it simply, this is really intriguing, gentlemen. It's very unique. Now that we have XRP on sale, let's take a look at how all of these hacks and diseases behave. All of you are aware of this, right? The events that are taking place at this very now are coming from all different directions. As soon as the XRP bull run is ready to begin, you need to make sure that people are both afraid and occupied. Indeed, that is the case. There are a few different ways that individuals can make sure that the shopping does not become excessively expensive. A wonderful example of what might go place was the occurrence that took place in 2020. Please tell me what you crypto people did. It reached a really low point. Then, however, they presented your money in the shape of a V. When people believed that the world was going to end, they felt compelled to sell, and sell some more. Second, they did not have sufficient funds to remain alive, so it would appear that they are no longer available for purchase, right? Although they are not where they should be, they were sold at the lowest possible price. The individuals who are in charge of the market immediately caused prices to go back up. Now that they are in this predicament, they have two options. Either they can pay more to get back in, or they can hope that prices would decrease so that they can get back in. On the other hand, they did not do that. Rather, it simply remained stable and continued to rise, guys. On top of that, I believe that will take place once more before the actual bull run begins. On the other hand, I need them to pump it first, people. It is imperative that they pump it before this black zone appears. 10 million Bitcoins worth a total of $500 million were just transferred from the Silk Road to Coinbase Prime by the authorities. Do they have the ability to sell? If so, what is the reason? Because it appears that Warren Buffett is selling a significant amount of equities at the moment. All right, so these occurrences, these are indicators, gentlemen. Enjoy. As of right now, these are comparable to front-running signs. In spite of the fact that it is definitely not 100% accurate, it will provide us with an indication about what might be going on. Additionally, Warren Buffett has just sold 49% of the Apple stock that he owned. What comes after this? How much is this that is lower than 49%, which is 13? Everyone in this area claims that this is from 3 months ago, yet it is still true that all of these individuals are selling as much as they can. Take, for instance, the fact that the chief accounting officer has just sold Apple shares worth $1 million. Can you confirm this? Regardless of the fact that it appears to be a blimp, right? Despite the fact that it conveys no meaning whatsoever, that is yet another sell order. The fact that Berkshire Hathaway, which is owned by Warren Buffett, has the most cash on hand in comparison to its total assets in the second quarter of 2024 is very remarkable. This level was the highest it had been in at least 24 years. When you consider that the cash share of the company has increased by more than 2 times in just 2 years, it is incredible. Then what exactly is going on now? Can you tell me how much cash Buffett has in comparison to the total value of his assets? It is seen yet another rise like this. It was in June of 2005, which is the most recent time it reached this level, right? Wow, have a look at these, can you? On the whole, a few years ago, is that correct? In response to his statement, "Fuck this, the economy, the world is too crazy," people believe that he is referring to a real situation. Isn't it true that the conclusion is drawing near? It must be on the verge of disintegrating. This is what I have gathered from these things. I'll give you one more. One thing that immediately comes to mind is that gold has the highest daily closing in the entire history of the market. Doesn't that sum everything up? Therefore, could you kindly explain why the price of gold continues to rise? Having said that, I am aware that individuals are attempting to hedge. It's possible that those with insider knowledge are purchasing gold. I do not believe that the average person is purchasing gold in any way. Nowadays, who is the buyer of gold? According to Robert Kiyosaki, you should either soft land or crash land, but you should never land on a bank. I'm good, guys. He makes the statement, "I hope I'm still wrong. I am prepared for the most catastrophic market fall in every history. Inquire as to the reason behind my preparations for a crash landing." Your response is required because if I am correct, a crash that is impossible to occur will make me and those who are prepared extremely wealthy. At this moment, you do not want to be frightened in the event that something terrible occurs, such as a black swan. However, what if something unfavorable takes place, such as a black swan? Are you in the market to acquire rather than sell? During a crash, you want to make a purchase as soon as possible, yet if you want to put your safety first, you might want to wait. You are aware that if you want to avoid any potential dangers, you should wait until the dust settles, but as long as you are prepared, you have the potential to become wealthy. What is the best way for us to determine when a severe fall or something similar is about to take place? This is the reason why. It is now going to be a gentle landing, according to Vice President Biden. What this indicates is that his intentions are successful. Should we begin writing in such manner? All right, this is ridiculous. Let's have a look at this, everybody. Mr. President, you did a good job. Inflation in the United States was beat. Yes, yes, and yes again. You read that correctly. We are going to have a gentle landing. There is not going to be a severe fall. My rules are having the desired effect. Should we begin writing in such manner? All right. Additionally, Mr. President, were you aware that you were engaged in? Many, many thanks. Many, many thanks. There is not going to be a severe fall. Do you have a firm belief in this? Guys, that is not even remotely conceivable.
Wow.
If all goes smoothly, I'll hand them off to them. I am grateful to you, but at the same time, I am examining all of this information, which includes a variety of indicators, metrics, and data. On the basis of all of these tweets, articles, videos, and other things, particularly what is happening in the world right now, I have no choice but to believe that a recession is on the way, at the very least, right? However, in the end, it will most likely be something that is even more depressing than a regret. Later on, that will take place, not at this time suppressing. Since the sea catastrophe, the United Kingdom has experienced the greatest number of employment losses in a single month. Are you people unable to see? Although the unemployment rate in the UK was 135,000, just 14,000 were anticipated. In the past, there were 32,000 people without jobs or jobs, more than 10 times the amount that was anticipated. Again, it is going to go up. Again, it is going to go up. Do you remember that the last time it occurred, it went up and then down? You guys should remember that. Jobs were provided to the individuals. However, this time, is it possible that it is an anomaly and that it just exploded like that? If my memory serves me well, that was a 2020 of them. While it is true, it is still a terribly nasty thing to do. I am curious about your knowledge of the economics. Guys, things are getting worse, and Joe Biden is here to say, oh no, everything will be fine. It does not matter what happens. Is this breaking news that you are referring to serious? People are being let go from their jobs as a result of a significant reorganization that is taking place at the Paramount Television studios. Take a second look at the things that are doing well. Taking a look at the stock market once monthly as far as SPX is concerned, the blood signs are quite near to crossing each other. Do you mean that it is a moving average that is 100 weeks long? I really hope that this time is different for you guys so that you can have a better experience each and every time. This demonstrates the presence of blood whenever the blue line falls below this block line, which occurred on multiple occasions, guys. This took place during the 2020 occurrences that took place in 2008 and 2008 and 2000, both of which were market crashes. However, it did occur this time prior to the event that took place in 2020. Consider this, however, the stock market has reached a new all-time high, right?